Thank you for joining us for tonight's show. My name is Keiko Agena, and I am one of the new members of Impro Theater Main Company. Now, we recognize the immense challenges that artists and theater companies are still facing in the light of the pandemic. In our mission to spread joy, Impro has been active throughout the pandemic. In addition to our classes going online, we have presented over 350 live streamed shows for free. So I'm here, you guessed it, to ask for your support in our mission. Now, when you support Impro, you are helping us to offset those costs, to expand our programming, to strengthen our community, and to spread joy. And you're not only helping the performances, you're also helping the school, which is a vital, safe, welcoming place for artists of all levels and backgrounds. And we've made it very easy to make a donation. Just go to improtheater.com, click the donate button, or you can go to, you can text it from your phone, text Impro to 44321. That's 44321, text Impro. And we are a nonprofit organization, so it's completely tax deductible. Well, thank you very much for listening to this pitch and for making a donation, and please enjoy the show.
Impro Theater and the cast and crew of this online performance would like to take this time to honor the indigenous peoples of the ancestral and unceded homelands we each inhabit, and to consider the legacy of colonization. In Los Angeles, we pay our respect to the Gabrielina Tongva peoples. Impro Theater supports the promotion of an anti-racist world, where we recognize diversity, equity, and inclusion as central to our values. We are listening, learning, and growing. We invite you to join us in taking action wherever we can to create a more just world.
Oh, hi everybody. Reggie Baker here. Thanks so much for tuning in to Cable Access Channel 54. Tonight we have a very special episode, Antiques on the Road, behind the scenes. This is our special behind the scenes run of episodes. We've been to some great places so far. You know, we saw Sedona, Arizona last time. Tonight, we're going to one of my favorite towns in the United States, Minot, North Dakota. And if you don't know it, you should. All right, so to get us started for this episode, can you please just type in the chat, and maybe you've already started doing this already, type in the chat just something that you know about Minot, North Dakota, just something that they're known about, something they're famous for, something that Minot, North Dakota makes you think of, you know? And I'm going to go to my correspondent over in the other room, Simon, who's going to kind of pick something from the things you've offered, and let's see what kind of things we have.
The famous horror actor Boris Karloff was born there.
Really? Boris
Yes.
Karloff. Interesting.
Yes.
Who famously portrayed Frankenstein's monster. Not Frankenstein, that was the doctor. All right. Okay, well, thank you very much, and maybe we'll see something of that. And please enjoy this episode of Antiques on the Road. Behind it.
Hey y'all, Cassie Windfarm here. Oh, it's such a relief that everybody is healthy and happy this week. In case y'all haven't met me before, I am in charge of craft services and location scouting for this wonderful, amazing, talented group of people. And have I said how happy I am that we are all healthy and happy? And I'm so glad for you to join us behind the scenes.
Hello, I'm Giorgio, Jess Giorgio. I'm an expert in old artwork, all manner of them, and an exquisite connoisseur of master of the pageant of the masters, I should say. If you were wondering, there was some shenanigans at that old castle. I'm still mystified that it all turned out okay.
Rock Chalice, security. So those domestic terrorists we met in Sedona, I'm not really sure they were part of the NRA, actually. Their trigger discipline was terrible. Anyway, here we are in Minot, the Magic City. It worries me. Luckily, we have Cassie here. I may not know very much about domestic terrorists and exactly which ones are which, but I do know one thing. She's a succubus.
Hey there, Toby St. Paul here. Some of you probably remember me from my days with Harlan Billingsley and St. Paul, that famous folk duo. Well, I'm here now with Antiques on the Road, bringing you my expertise in the realm of antique rare instruments. For example, this recently brought in Bolivian clarinet. Precisely valued at, well, who's to be seen? After some adventures down there in Sedona, I'm sure glad to be here in Minot, North Dakota.
To the singer Marshall. I'm not going to speak about Boris. I know he lived here. We have history. I do casting, all right? But after being released from captivity, I've gotten to thinking that maybe we should just call me a cog in the machine here, right? Because that's what happens, right? People come to me and it's their first time being on camera. And so I work with them like clay, right? I lubricate them creatively, shower their bodies in words and water, and I make them storytelling vessels until they're accosted by hair, makeup, wardrobe experts. And then what am I? Left alone, sad.
I'm Elizabeth Tanner, producer of Antiques on the Road, and all right, I admit that things have not been going very smoothly and that people are a little bit annoyed with me, but I did have a scary episode where I thought people were breaking in through the roof, and I thought I was going to be taken hostage too. It turned out it was the police. Brock had actually called the police. But they didn't believe me that I was part of the show, so that was uncomfortable for a little while. I had a pleasant ride in the police car, but you know, thankfully Jane showed up and explained everything at the police station. They did take her into custody. She, you know, having an English accent sounded like maybe she wasn't from there. They're very touchy about people having immigration papers. So we're gonna work on that. Try to make sure she doesn't get deported.
You know, when I was stuck in the avalanche back there, I was in the cab of my truck, and I luckily had my trusty Luke Skywalker toy action figure. I don't know, I've had him since I was a kid, and everyone always calls him a doll, but he's not a doll, is he? He's an action figure. He has actions. But I had a lot of time to think. I replayed most of the movies through my head, and I thought, you know, this ain't so bad. You know, just freezing to death in the cab of a truck while you're trying to become the best truck driver award winner. You know, you get time to think. And kind of like Luke, I lost some appendages. About 3 toes off my left foot. I don't get robot ones yet, though, but I'm working on it. Well, I'm happy to be back. And I'm still a great...
Well, I swear. I've been in mine, what they call it. And I'm feeling a little more safe. I had to use a couple of bends to be able to travel with the crew. However, I'm telling you, I'm getting a little bit worried because everybody seems a little bit out of sorts because there's that whole base here, you know? I mean, you know, there's a lot of hot guys there, if you know what I mean. I may have to take a little visit and, you know, maybe I could find a way to get over Anthony. Maybe.
I'm still on the road, heading to Minot, North Dakota. I'm just hoping that this GPS leads me to the right place. I've been in the hospital for, I don't even know how long. I was in sedation for a lot of the time. I vaguely remember Liz calling me, asking me to agree to something. I don't even know. Am I still the runner of the show? I don't even know. So I'll get there, and then I see on the news in the hospital bed that there's some kind of hostage situation going on in Sedona. So I half expect to show up and there's just a giant crater. Welcome to Showbiz.
I really do apologize, Ronald, that I decided that we needed to move on. We needed to stay on schedule. I'm sorry that you were still buried under the avalanche, but we had to stay on schedule. You know, it was important. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten refunds on the transportation. I'm so sorry.
I wasn't even mad until I found out that you hired somebody else to drive the trucks. I mean, that's my one job. I'm great at it. I'm the best. And even though I didn't win that award, you just go off and replace me while I'm buried under the snow. I wasn't buried on Hoth. You know, my tauntaun didn't die before I hit the first marker. I was fine.
Well, it's just, you know, you have to make decisions when you're in a position of responsibility, and sometimes they're not very people friendly. They're not very humanitarian. They're not very ethical. And I had to choose what to do in the moment, and that's what I had to choose somebody to drive us. I mean, I've got mail for you, by the way. You've got lots of cards and letters, people who were worried about you. A lot of them seem to be from Chicago. It says Playboy on the return address, Playboy Club, and they smell like perfume. But I don't know if that'll encourage you, or they seem to not like me very much on Twitter.
What's done is done. Just don't hire another company. You know what? I'll tell you who to hire. Come into the office. I'll show you who to hire if the worst may come.
All right.
Oh, I'm glad you both could join me. Brock, I have somebody that I'd like you to meet. You've probably never even met him before, until I was with him stuck in the back of a pool shed at the Ramada Inn for the last couple of weeks. I had no idea that Mr. Toby was part of our cast.
Yeah, he's been here the entire time.
That's what I was hoping to talk to you about. May I call you Julius?
Tobes, we spent the last couple of weeks, you playing music on the pool, me making charcuterie with the wood shavings and a thing of string cheese. Call me whatever you like.
Luckily, I had along with me my tiny little flute from Bolivia, not compared to the big one, but kind of won their hearts with some music there. And I like the folk music, Julius, and I was pleased to make your acquaintance. And I'm hoping this opportunity might be one to get to know you as I got to know you better. We didn't talk much about the show, and I was hoping it might.
That's exactly what we should be talking about. Boys,
yes.
I think we have a little boy band here.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to ask. Are we starting a band now?
No, Broccoli, I'm talking in the figurative sense. To keep up. What happened, right? There I was, sitting in a shed with Toby.
Yeah.
And we're thinking to ourselves, I didn't even know this man was on the same cast as me until now. And so, well, what type of production is being run, right? If we don't even get to know each other. Toby, knives out, put him down. Please, Toby. I'm sorry, Brock. I did not mean to confuse you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were speaking figuratively. And actually, these are. I was kind of hoping that I could, play percussion in our band.
Sure.
It's so humiliating. Oh, thank God.
Howdy.
I'm trying to get to Minot, North Dakota, and my car broke down. It's really important. Is there any way I could get a lift?
Well, this is the city limit, don't you know?
Oh.
We're right there.
Oh, well, that's great. Maybe just a ride into the city center or whatever, wherever there. Maybe you've seen a television production crew or something of the sort. And
Afraid not. I just been wandering pretty good down here in these fields. It's a pretty lovely day for a walk, don't you know? It's quite lovely. Look around, would you?
I don't suppose you have any antiques on you.
Well, I do have this one thing. Let me see, where did I put it? It's in one of these here pockets. I know I had it around in these pockets somewhere. I got so many pockets. 1 second. It's around here somewhere. I know I got it. Oh, there it is. Oh, found it.
Oh.
This, I know it looks just like a regular old cork.
Yes,
but
it does.
You know, there was a famous actor who used this thing. He played Frankenstein's monster. He did. He did this thing. I saw him do it. He put it in his mouth. He put it in his mouth and he did this exercise. Okay, I saw him do it.
And that's how he did the monster voice, with the cork in his mouth. That's amazing.
Pretty good.
Would you allow us to do a DNA test on that cork?
Oh, sure. You want me to hand it to you? Oh, it seems he's passed out. Oh, you're back with me.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be on the show, if you can prove you have some kind of connection with the cork.
Absolutely. I'd be thrilled.
Well then, away.
So, like, I'm kind of like a film buff, you know? And I come from, like, this small town, right? And you're here with me in my small town, right? And so I meet this guy, and he's like, hey, Boris Karloff used to live here. I was like, yeah, everybody knows that. And I was like, so what? And he was like, check it out. I've got Boris Karloff's stress ball. And I was like, what? The stress ball? And he was like, yeah. And I bought it off of him. And I'm kind of regretting the decision, but then I saw you guys were in town, and I said, yo, let's see if it's really his ball.
Yes, it's his. I recognize it. Damn thing. Give it here, boy.
Sure, yeah.
How did you say you came upon this?
Some guy at like a flea market, or maybe it was a coffee shop. I don't know, man. I don't
What's
know.
your name? What is your name?
Oh, my name's Brad.
Of course it is. Well, Bradley, I assume. Do you have any musical instruments?
I mean, like, I got a guitar, but it's just like Fender, you know, like one of the Squires.
If you bring it to me, I'll pay you $3,000.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Come back at noon tomorrow. Don't be late. Thank you.
I'm missing Jane. I'm having a Guinness in her memory. I know she's not Irish, but we always share a Guinness whatever town we're in, you know?
No, strangely, I'm starting to feel a little less stressed, a little less worried. It could be my therapist is telling me I need to take a little load off, you know, like not be so worried. You know, what's the worst he can do to me? Kill me? So what? All right. I'd rather die sometimes, honestly, than the fear. The fear is worse.
I think that you have to remember, we had this discussion, you are a strong, independent woman, and you can take on that man if you have to, but I think you're going to be fine.
Well, let me
we have your back.
All right. You know what, Cassie? You're a little bit innocent. Yes. You're a little innocent. You don't understand. Me, Ashley Scaparelli, I bounced back. You know what? I was on the Housewives, and then what did I do? Granted, Antiques on the Road, Antiques Roadshow, whatever. I'm on here, am I not? So yes, I bounced back. Yes, I can do it. However, you know, I have acquired some jewelry on my own, not illegally, on my own. All right? I've earned it. So yes.
All right, and
Oh my God!
Oh.
I heard someone talking about antiques. I can't believe it. I've been looking all over town for you.
Oh my God! Thornton is back! Oh, sweet
my God!
Jesus!
Such a sight for sore eyes. Oh.
I am so sorry, Thornton. I did not know that you were allergic to almond flour when I gave you that muffin, or when I gave the muffin to Jane to give to you.
Cassie, believe me. In a way, you saved my life. When I was in the hospital, recovering, it turned out I had a ruptured appendix, and
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! So it was a blessing in disguise.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Imagine if I had to do the show all by myself, Cassie. You see what I mean? I was jinxed at Montezuma.
you were jinxed.
Yes, my life was threatened, Thornton. I almost got arrested.
But
Well.
but it all worked out.
I'm glad that you've managed to make it through this difficult time.
We did miss you, and now we miss Jane.
Where's Jane?
Apparently, there's some issue with her green card.
Oh, no. Well, I'm back at least. And how's Liz? Has she been holding things together?
Swear to God, if I have to hear Liz moan about another problem, I think I'm going to have a conniption fit, all right?
Oh, God, I need to find her. Where is the production? I have not been able to find any. Brock.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Rob,
of course.
I thought you were.
Ms. Scaparelli, do you need me to stay here? I've been, guarding you the entire time. I heard you saying that you didn't need security anymore. Are you sure about that?
I don't know, Brock. I kind of like having you around, I mean, your stint at the Housewives was a little nuts. Yes, you lost your job. Yes, you may have paralyzed one of the housewives. We won't go there. All right. However, I do trust you now that you're violent again. All right? Please, never do the vow of nonviolence again.
I only am sometimes nonviolent.
So, Toby, I do want to apologize. I do recognize that was a very difficult thing for you to go through, being held hostage in a castle. I'm sure that was not pleasant at all.
It's you can't imagine how it was being cooped up with Julius all that time. I never did fear for my life, although from time to time I did wonder if I would make the cut and get on the team that went to Minot. It's certainly a pleasure to be here with you, Liz. I mean, Elizabeth.
Oh, of course. And thank you for not calling me Liz. I appreciate that. I have a little gift for you. I got it at a flea market. It's a whatever you call this kind of a thing. A tambourine or something, I think it's called. You would know better than me. I thought
That's
you might
kind of you to pass that over. I will take a look at that. Why?
I'm not assuming that it's an antique because I only had to pay 25 cents for it. But
Well, you never know. Let me set this aside. We'll do a thorough analysis of it later.
oh, good. I thought it would be a show of my goodwill, and then maybe you would sign this declaration that you're not going to hold me personally responsible for having you being taken hostage.
Let me see that. I, the undersigned, Toby St. Paul, that's me.
Yeah.
I, the undersigned, Toby St. Paul, agree to, furthermore, it says hold, indemnify, and release from all obligation, and furthermore,
Yeah, it's like a lot of legalese.
Liz, I mean, Elizabeth, I think I'd be happy to sign this for you if I could, in return, I'd like to get a little more airtime, Elizabeth. I think there's an opportunity with Antiques on the Road for me to be more than just a guy in the back praising the occasional instrument that comes in. Now, I heard that we got a guitar in. I got the word from Julius that there's a guitar needs appraisal, brought in by some guy named Brad, local guy here. But you never know what might turn up in a town like Minot. It's off the beaten track.
So
Might
you're
be off the
willing-
internet. So
You're willing to sign that sheet. And that part that says that you're not going to write a best-selling book about your experiences being held hostage. You're willing to sign right now, and then I'll
take it on advisement. If you can get me some more airtime on the show, Elizabeth.
Oh, sure,
I'd
I'll
be
give you
happy
more
to.
airtime. Oh, sure.
So we'll see how that
Absolutely.
plays out. We'll see how
I'll
that
give you
plays
more.
out. I thank you for your consideration.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I brought you some tea.
Oh, well, shucks. Thank you.
You're welcome. And because all of us except for Jane are back, I was thinking it might be fun to do something all together to celebrate your return and Thornton's return and the successful rescue of the boys who were kidnapped. I was thinking that there's this local improv theater and the Bearded Company is performing, and I thought it would be really fun to go, and then I'm going to suggest that they bring Toby up on stage to sing his famous song. You want to come?
Well, yeah. How the heck are you gonna?
This is a great moment. I'm seeing this right now, right in front of my eyes. This is an excellent opportunity to do some intimacy coaching. Now, Cassie, could you step just a little bit closer to Ronald?
What are you doing here?
I knew this was a moment for intimacy, and I knew that this would be my moment to shine from that Udemy course I took on intimacy coaching. So, all right, Ronald, I'll need you to step. Well, what are you doing with that lightsaber there, man? Oh.
Oh no, I was taking off the wall because the Luke's my Star Wars memorabilia.
You know what? I'm sensing some hostility here, and I understand that with intimacy, it's very important to have consent. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put away my knives, and we'll try this again another time.
Thank you.
We're still going to the show.
I'm sorry? What?
Do you still want to go to the show?
I do. Do you?
Well, I think it would be great.
Okay, I'll check in with everybody else, and maybe I can sit next to you and give you directions on the way there, if you get in the van. Right?
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I know you don't need directions. Never mind. I know you don't need directions.
Oh, my tea's getting cold.
Okay. All right.
Look what I have.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's right.
That's the one you told me about, yeah?
That's right. A boy came in, and small boy, little eyes, long shaggy hair, and he gave it to me, and I said, this thing could be appraised, and it might be a little ticket to airtime. Hmm?
Could I take a look at that?
Absolutely. He called it something. There was some name and it sounded important. So I paid him $3,000 of my own money.
$3,000. Well, what can we say here?
Toby, tell me it's something.
Toby, Julius. It's good to see you.
Just who we want? No, please. Just who we wanted to see.
It's a beautiful guitar you have there. Listen, Toby, you're amazing with the instruments, but I just don't think, now that I'm back, I want things to be really extra special this episode. I have here a cork that was owned by the Boris Karloff, and it comes to my attention that someone else has a stress ball. I think what we need to do is have a just complete Frankenstein-themed Boris Karloff episode. What do you think about that?
I don't know where the ball is. I'm sorry. The boy came and he left and he brought this guitar back instead. It doesn't seem to be around. I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't seem to have much value as a musical instrument that I can tell. These were made in the 40s, but they made 1,000 of them in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and they never did sell because, well, they only had 5 strings. But
look, I know that you have gotten used to my absence. I don't know what kind of ship Liz was running, but I need this to be an extra special episode. I'm telling you, Toby, we'll put you in the next episode, but right now we need to focus on Boris. This is Boris.
Oh, let me ask you something. Are you aware that your little Elizabeth has been running around serving us papers? The both of us got a lengthy contract that we're supposed to sign, saying that we won't ever bring any legal action to yourself or the show. We won't write any memoirs. Both Toby and I received it. Isn't that right, Toby?
that's right, legal action, which could be quite expensive in the long run. And as I do take a look at this instrument,
I didn't sign
I barely make out a signature in here. It looks like it says property of B. Karloff.
Very interesting.
I think we're going to have some airtime for Toby St. Paul and maybe a little additional recompense for Mr. Julius.
How's that sound,
Mr. Weatherby?
See about that. I was not aware that Boris Karloff played guitar, but I'll have my experts double check it. I know you're an expert yourself, but
no reason to double check. It's authentic. I can verify that, and I will verify that, or I won't.
It's like that. Sounds like we're about to put on the best episode that you've ever seen.
I do want you to know that I am so glad that you are okay. I know you also had a harrowing time and that you almost were arrested. I don't think the police knew that, but you knew that, and that's what's important. And I just want you to know I feel that. I'm in sympathy with you. And if that lands with you, I'd like to ask you a favor.
Go ahead. The fact that you understand me means the world. All right, Elizabeth?
Oh, that's so good to hear. Oh, because, of all people, you're the only person who can really help in this situation. I got some legal documents. I just pulled them off the internet. I just pulled some templates and filled them in myself. We don't actually have an attorney of our own. I know that you're in with Vinny of the Carabelli family, their attorney.
That is correct.
Do you think that we could use Vinny to maybe get Jane out of prison and make sure she doesn't get deported? Would that be all right? Could you pull some strings?
You're really putting me on the spot here. I mean, half the time I'm trying to bail myself out. I got a lot of favors to ask of a lot of people. And a lot of people ask me a lot of favors, and
But Vinny of the Carabelli family, I understand he's been able to do some great things, accomplish some very major legal action for the Carabelli family.
Vinny and I have a history, yes. Was I kidnapped when I was 16 by Vinny? Yes. Have I gotten over it? Yes. Am I willing to go back and ask for a favor? I suppose so. For you.
Oh, thank you. You are the best. The best.
All right.
For sure.
I know I've been drinking a lot. I just want you to know when it's showtime, I will pull it together. I promise.
I know you will. Let's have a big hug.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Thank you for coming. I kind of wanted to discuss the little field trip that I was planning for everyone with you, since you are our head of security.
Of course.
We need security. I understand that, but I was kind of hoping you could play it a little low key, because the people of this sweet town of Minot seem to be very sweet, and I mean, well, maybe they're used to seeing knives around and about, but I was kind of hoping you could do the conceal and carry thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm well trained in how to conceal all of the weapons I have on me. I have 15 different instruments of destruction on my body right now.
Unfortunately, I don't find that very comforting, quite honestly, but I know that Ashley does. So for her sake, okay, there is one other thing I wanted to talk to you about. I looked up that word that you keep calling me, and I find it really not very nice.
Well, I mean, you're very powerful. So
I would appreciate.
Should I not reveal your identity? Is that what it is? Because I won't say it anymore. You know, it'll just be our secret, just you and me.
Perfect. Yeah, just don't say that in front of people, okay?
Okay. One question though. Are you gonna turn me into a toad?
I am not answering that.
Knock knock. Old Pinkster's in your trailer. Toby? You here? Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were in the old WC.
Yeah, come on a little. I didn't hear you come in, but you're more than welcome. You know, you've always been one of my favorites.
Yep. I don't really tell people much, but I'd heard through the grapevine that there was a little band getting put together, and I thought I'd bring my humble services to. Well, when I was stuck in the trailer, I had my Luke Skywalker, and I also had my harpoon or my harmonica.
You pulled your harpoon out of your trusty red bandana. Is that what you did?
I was keeping time as Bobby sang the blues. You know the one.
Well, I didn't know you had a musical background, considering all the time we spent, and I always appreciated the way you let me ride up front with you. Ron.
It's always nice to hear the new music and the old music, but this is just something I found, and I just had it for a long time. I just wanted, if it's not too much to ask, I figured we could play a little.
Why don't you play a little bit on that harpoon for me? I got Boris Karloff's guitar sitting here. Maybe we can make something happen across the divide here.
Oh. Oh, it's a key of C.
I'm right with you, brother.
Thanks for meeting me, Liz. Beautiful church. It's Norwegian style, I've heard.
It's understandable that you want to get back in touch with like a spiritual dimension after everything you've been through. I've got a get well card for you, actually. I must say I didn't get around to mailing it. I'm sorry about that, but I just want you to know I was feeling for you while you were there in the hospital.
A wet cat, how fitting. Listen, I want to talk to you about kind of the state of things. Since I've been back, I've just noticed, well, there's some things that have me concerned. And I'm not even going to touch the whole hostage situation I saw in the news while I was in the hospital. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. However, I've been hearing that you're throwing legal paperwork around at people, and I also seen Toby talked back to me earlier. He's never done that before. I tried to come and tell them my vision of the episode, and he seemed to feel like he could strong-arm me into giving him more screen time, and I'm just wondering where that's coming from.
Well, I did kind of agree to give him more screen time if
you agreed to give him more screen time.
Yeah. If he signed the document, I mean, it seemed like a fair request.
Liz, I am back.
Right. I know. I can see that. You're fully back. I can see that you're fully 100% in good health.
Standing on my own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Upright.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Don't want my show to get away from me. The show means everything to me. The show is all I have.
I know. Well, if you think that we shouldn't give Toby more time, we could.
You know what happened in the hospital? I didn't share this with the others. I said the thing about my appendix, but I didn't say what made my appendix burst. They sat me in that hospital bed, and do you know what was on that television? Antiques Roadshow. My sworn nemesis.
Oh!
I don't want that to be what people see in the hospital. I want them to see my show. Our show.
Well, I think we've got a little bit of a following because we were in the news quite a bit. So I think that our numbers are going up. That's good, right?
So the controversy.
It's controversy, but, controversy gets people interested. Eyeballs gets eyeballs.
Controversy gets eyeballs.
I'll tell you what, we'll tell Toby that we can't really use him. And I'll ask for the contract back, and I'll just forge a signature. I've done that a few times.
Do whatever you think's right. I got some things I need to think about. Something that's going to take our show to the next level.
So that's it. My therapist says I need to get back in touch with my inner child.
Well, you've come to the right place. You know, you can just take any old doll after, of course, asking me. Some of these are very expensive, but you could just take any one of them and you just talk to them, comb their hair. Some of their dresses are custom, so be a little careful. Those don't come cheap. But yeah, you could just come on, release your inner child. This is a safe space.
I just want to tell you, Ronald, I don't express my inner feelings very often. However, I just want you to know, I put the jewelry on these dolls and all of a sudden it's like I'm flashing back to my childhood right away. It's like, look at them. Do you remember? It's they've been through a lot.
I think we all have. And I'm glad that you're finally seeing it.
If you don't mind, I want to hold on to them maybe for like 2-3 nights. Since I don't have security now, I just...
You know, that would just be almost okay, except can you the one with the pink, she's very expensive. If you just leave her behind, the rest of them can go. You'll take care of them, right? When
do I sense you don't trust me? Is that what's happening, Ronald?
Well, it's not that I don't trust you. It's that this is my life, okay? This is the doll spittle. This is my safe space, and that people, we all need to do some growing.
Well, I just want you to know, when you were at the bottom of that avalanche, I was praying for you to survive, all right? And I just want you to know that I was the one that pushed them to stay and look for you. I said, let's freaking watch out, because that poor little bastard Ronald is down on the bottom of an avalanche. We cannot just take off and leave.
Take him. Just take him.
Thank you.
Thank you for meeting me at the airbase with the B-52s, Mr. Weatherby.
Was quite a drive out, Brock. What did you have to tell me that couldn't be said at the production?
Well, you see, I have this idea, okay? Now, I know that having domestic terrorists take over the production was not really the greatest thing because we didn't plan it, but if we have the right set of stunts, I know a bunch of guys and girls from Madame Maxine's School for Assassins and stunt choreographers who could come in and pretend to take over the place like Canadian terrorists, right? So then we rig a bunch of pyrotechnic explosions throughout. We capture it all on very, very high grade film so that we get slow motion. And then, bam, antiques action film.
Usually, I would say that is the worst idea I've ever heard. But the hostage episode actually did record numbers. I just heard a little while ago. If you can pull it off on a modest budget.
No problem. I can bring in a lot of favors. I know some guys here on the base.
All right, but we got to keep this on the down low. Don't let Liz find out about this. She's on this legal kick lately. I just don't.
Oh yeah, no, this is totally illegal. No problem at all. I won't say a word.
You know, I met an interesting fellow at the bar. He's an up and coming painter. And I know his work's probably not worth anything now, but this Christopher Bittner fellow, I think his work could be worth something. But what did you call me in here for? It's very rare for you to ask me out here.
Giorgio, I can barely speak today because of something you did.
I did.
I know that we've not had a good relationship. I've tried to have Brock kill you on more than one occasion. And I'm sorry about that. But I know that you paid that young boy Bradley to bring me Boss's stress ball.
I thought that would have been a pretty funny joke. Personally, I didn't think you would be offended.
Of course. A joke. After all you knew about me, in bars and New York, and the play we wrote that made it to the stage just once, and then bars took off for San Francisco. You win, Giorgio.
I'm sorry, it wasn't a competition. I'm sorry, Jules.
No. We've always been what we are, and one of us had to win. That's the way it goes in these things. And I'm leaving today. I'm packing up everything in the couch, the plants on both sides, both of my bed sheets. I'm going back to New York, okay? I want you to keep the stress ball because you've won. In this game of war, I thought it was against Liz and Thornby. I'd forgotten about you. I had a cast of characters in my mind who are going to take us to the top, but the top isn't what I wanted. It's Boston, New York. You won't see me again.
I think I will. I think I will.
This sword is an antique.
Wow. Talk about an explosive finale for an episode. Yeah, and I'm sure you may have seen that on the news, the latest goings on in Minot, North Dakota. That was the Antiques on the Road. But we're going to move on from that city for our next episode. Tune in tomorrow, but we don't even know where we're going. Why don't you tell us what episode you'd like to see? What city? It could be a big city, small town, anywhere in the United States. So just type right there in the chat what city you want us to go to. So far, we've been to Juneau, Alaska. We've been to Chicago. We've been to Sedona. We've been to North Dakota. Where should we go next? Simon, can you tell me if we have any good suggestions?
Yes. Next episode, you're going to Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, Trenton, New Jersey. I was actually born in Trenton, New Jersey. I'll go see my mom while we're there. Thank you so much, everybody, and tune in to Cable Access Channel 54, Antiques on the Road, behind the scenes. Support public television.
Bye.